Fourth technique, enter space, supportless, eternal, still. Enter space, supportless, eternal, still. Three qualities of space have been given in this technique. Supportless. There can be no support in space. Eternal. It can never end. Still. It will be soundless. It will be silent. Enter this space. It is within you. But the mind always asks for support. People come to me, and if I say to them, just sit silently with closed eyes and don't do anything, they ask some alamban, some support. Give me some mantra as a support, because I cannot sit. Just sitting is difficult. Give them a mantra, then it is okay. They can go on repeating the mantra. Then it is easy. With support, you are never empty. That's why it is easy. Anything goes on, you are doing something. Doing, the doer remains. Doing, you are filled. You may be filled with Omkar, Om, Ram, Jesus, Ave Maria, or anything. You may be filled with anything, but you are filled, then you are okay. Mind resists emptiness. It wants always to be filled by something, because if it is filled, it can be. If it is not filled, it will disappear. In emptiness, you will attain to no mind. That's why support. Mind asks for support. And if you want to enter inner space, don't ask for support. Drop all supports. Mantra, gods, scriptures, whatsoever give you a support and you feel you are supported, drop it. And just move inside supportless. It will be fearful. You will feel scared. You are moving somewhere where you can be lost completely. You may not be able to come back, because all supports are lost. Your contact with the bank is lost. Where this river will lead you, no one knows. Your support is lost. You may fall into an infinite abyss. Hence fear grips you and you ask for some support. Even if it is a false support, you enjoy it. Even a false support is helpful, because for the mind it makes no difference whether the support is real or false. It must be a support, that's the point. You are not alone, something is there and supporting you. It happened once. A man came to me. He was living in a house where he felt there were spirits and ghosts. And he was much worried. Through worries, he started seeing more illusions. Through worries, he became ill, weak. His wife said, if you live more in this house, I am leaving. His children were sent to some relative's house. That man came to me and he said, it has become too difficult now. I see them clearly. They walk. In the night, The whole house is filled with spirits. You help me. So I gave him one of my pictures and said, take it. And now I will tackle those spirits. You simply sleep silently. You need not worry. He said, really? Really, I will tackle. I will see to them. Now it is my business. And don't interfere. Now you need not be concerned. The man came next day and he said, we slept. It was so beautiful. You have done a miracle. And I have not done anything. But a support. Through support, the mind was at ease. Through support, the mind was filled. It was no more vacant. Someone was there. In ordinary life, you are leaning on many false supports, but they help. And unless you become strong enough, you will need them. That's why I say this is the ultimate technique, where no support. Buddha was dying, and Ananda asked him, now you are leaving us. What shall we do? How shall we attain? How shall we proceed now? When the Master is gone, we will be wandering in darkness for many, many lives. No one is there to lead us, to guide us. The light is going out. So Buddha says, it will be good for you. When I am no more, you become your own light. Move alone. Don't ask for any support, because support is the last barrier. And it happened so. Ananda could not become enlightened. For 40 years he was with Buddha, the closest disciple, just like a shadow to Buddha, moving with him, living with him. Longest contact of 40 years, and Buddha's compassion falling over him, raining over him for 40 years. Nothing happened. Ananda remained as ignorant as ever. And the next day when Buddha died, Ananda became enlightened. The next day, the very next day. The very support was the barrier. When there was no Buddha, Ananda could not find any support. And it is difficult. If you live with a Buddha, then if Buddha is gone, then no one can be a support to you. No one will be worth clinging. One who has been clinging to a Buddha cannot cling to anybody in this world. This whole world is vacant. Once you have known a Buddha and his love and compassion, then no love, no compassion can be compared. Once you have tasted that, then in this world nothing is worth tasting. So Ananda was alone for the first time after these 40 years. Totally alone. Be supportless. Don't cling to a master. Don't cling to a scripture. Don't cling to anything. And that's what every master has been doing. His whole effort is first to attract you towards him, so you start clinging to him. When you start clinging to him, and when you have come so close and intimate to him, then he knows, now the clinging must be cut. And you cannot cling to anyone else now. That's finished. You cannot move to anyone. That's impossible. Then he cuts the clinging. Suddenly you are left supportless. It will be miserable in the beginning. You will cry and you will weep and you will scream, and the whole being will feel you are lost. In the very deepest depth of misery you will fall. But from there one arises alone, supportless. Enter a space, supportless, eternal, still. That space has no beginning, no end, and that space is absolutely soundless. There is nothing, not even a sound vibrates it, not even a ripple. Everything is still, and that point is just within you. Any moment you can enter it. If you have courage to be supportless, this very moment you can enter it. The door is open. The invitation is all, for everyone and all. But courage is needed. Courage to be alone. Courage to be empty. Courage to dissolve and melt. Courage to die. And if you can die within your inner space, you will attain to the life which never dies. You will attain to Amrit, to immortality. Enough.